Howell, and what this channel mostly caters to is natural hair care and tips and tricks on how to care for your natural hair. I'll mostly be focusing on 4C, 4B, 4A. I'm not a 3C, but I have friends who are, so we're going to do tips and tricks for them as well, for our 3C girls. But I want to give a little background about myself. I've been natural since my freshman year of college. I've done the big chop. I've done the big chop about 3 times now. And each time I always found myself, you know, doing the big chop, I always find myself like finding some flaws of my natural hair, whether it's damaged or I colored it too much or I just don't like the way that the curl pattern's looking, so I big chop it. This time around, I'm going to try not to chop my hair. There is a little bit damage of my hair, but I'm going to try to maintain and make sure that I can get it back to its natural state. Right now, today, I bet you're wondering what I'm going to do with these. I had these soft locks in, and they were fun while they lasted. Here's a pic. Let me see. Here's a pic right here. I'll put it on this side. Here's a pic of me wearing them. I had them in for like a couple of weeks, but one thing that I didn't do that I should have done, I didn't wash the hair, and so my scalp is very sensitive. I have a really bad dry scalp, so today we're going to do a treatment on my hair. One thing that you should always do when getting styles such as locks or braids, and you know you're going to have them in for a very long time, is to always, either before putting the style in, put a treatment in it, a protein treatment, or right after taking the hair out, you put a treatment in your hair as well, specifically your scalp. So right now, I'm going to take these locks out, and I'm going to do no other than the Aztec hair mask. This is my favorite mask because it does bring to do, because it really strengthens my strands and it really helps, you know, bring balance to my hair and to my scalp. A lot of people use methods of this mask. It's either apple cider vinegar or water. I'm a big fan of apple cider vinegar. I feel like if you're using water, then what's the point? But that's just me. So I'll get my apple cider vinegar, have some aloe juice, have some oils right here, have some more oils. So I'll get that together, and today we're just going to do a tutorial on how to properly put that on your scalp, because as you can see, I'm not sure, hopefully you can see, I have very bad scalp damage. It's just bad, honey child. It ain't cute. So we're gonna do that today. I even already took some dreads out because I knew it was gonna take a while. So after I take these out, I'll show you how I'll make the mask. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and press that bell button so you can know the next time I post videos. I typically change my hairstyle a lot, and I typically do care for my hair a lot, so I will be posting very frequently. You see, that gotta go. I was taking out some dreads earlier. Here is the Aztec healing clay. Some people use it for their face, but here we're going to use this for our hair. I'm going to pour a little bit of clay inside the glass bowl. You always want to make sure you use a glass bowl and not use a metal bowl, because then it will activate the clay. So as you can see, I have the glass bowl and I have a plastic spoon. Here I'm pouring the apple cider vinegar. Here, some people like to use a cup of clay and measure it. Here I'm just eyeballing it. You know, the ancestors are speaking to me. So, and then you'll see it start to bubble. Then I'm going to mix it before I put any of the oils in it, just to make sure it has a clear texture and a nice texture that I want. I added a little bit more because it was a little bit too watery for me. Then I'm gonna go to the oils. I use the black castor oil. You can get this anywhere from Amazon to your corner store, hair store. Honestly, any store should have it. If not, then Amazon is your place. Put a little bit in there. Like I said, I eyeball it. I'm not a big person on measuring things. And then I have my hair growth oil, and the oils are perfect to penetrate your scalp and give moisture to your scalp, because the clay can seem like that it dries your scalp, but in reality it doesn't. The oils does give that extra boost. I'm going to add my aloe vera serum. I wish I had pure aloe vera, but I didn't, so this would be a great substitute. I do a couple of spritz in this one. And then I'm going to just mix it up. I continue to mix it until I get the texture that I want. You always want to aim for that clay-like texture. It's going to be nice and soft. Again, if you feel like you don't have enough, it's so easy just to add more clay and more apple cider vinegar to get that desired texture. Also, if you're going to apply the mask right after a protective style, please make sure you always comb through your hair, always, because then it will really get messed up, it will really get tangled, and then you're just going to be ending up fighting with your hair. So as soon as I take the braid out, I'll comb it out, and then I'm going to apply the mask. So I'm going to finish this row, and I'm going to do row by row because I really want to get, I really want to get in there, and I typically use my fingers. A lot of people don't use their fingers. They use either, what's that brush called? They use a brush, and a brush is cool, but I like to rub it in my scalp. Like, I like to really rub it in. So I'm just going to use my fingers. It can get a little messy, so that's why I changed my shirt. But other than that, it's easy to apply. Okay, so now we're on the second row. I started already, but I'm glad that I am doing this right after a protective. My bad, my boyfriend is watching the finals, so he's a little loud. He done made me lose my train of thought. Okay, anyway, protective styles, yes. It's important to do this right after a protective style, but it's also good to keep your parts when you have that protective style, just so it's an easier way to put the mask on. Like, if you can see, like, it's really covering the scalp. It's really getting the roots of the hair, and that's the most important part. And then you go to the water again. Spritz, 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 spritz. So it won't be dry. And then you apply it on the strands. I'm not going to do make sure it's all covered through all the way to the tip of the strands. And I made sure I had enough to go through my entire head, but if you don't have enough, if you make if you're a little short on the clay mask, it's okay. You can always add on, whether the proportions of the oil or the apple cider vinegar may be different. It honestly doesn't matter. You can just add it on and just make sure it has that clay-like texture. Your hair should be covered like this. Then I'm gonna repeat that all over my head.
One eternity later.
Child, this took so long, but this is the last piece. I'm wetting it. Honestly, this is my favorite water bottle to use on my hair. It's like perfect. Like, I don't have to keep spraying it. It's just one single definitely took longer. Like, see, it's so messy. I don't know if it's just me, but doing this, honestly, is the messiest thing. It's all over my shirt. Like, it got on everything. It gets on everything. And it may just be me because maybe I'm not as careful as I should be. But I definitely, when I do this, I wear clothes that I don't really mind getting messed up. And I only sit and stand in one area because I know if I don't, then it will definitely be on the walls if I'm touching something, because it does get on my hands and get a little messy. It does get on my hands. And yeah, so I really get into the roots of my hair. I rub it, separate it as such. Then I bring the rest, bring it down all the way to the end. And that is the whole head. As you can see, it's really in the scalp. Like, I got to it. I'm gonna let this sit for about 30 minutes to an hour, and then I'm going to rinse it out with cold water or lukewarm water. You're never supposed to use hot water with it. Then you're going to shampoo and condition it, and then I'll show you the end result. So now that my hair is washed and conditioned, I did deep condition it. So I'm take it out. This is what it looks like, not styled, nothing. Just kind of dry. I had it in the towel for a little bit, but this is what we have. As I said before, my hair is a little damaged. I have strings. Child, these strings are gonna be the death of me. But the real issue here is the scalp. So let's look into the scalp. Now, do you see that? Hopefully, yes. The scalp is moisturized. All the flakes are gone. And I didn't even put oil in it yet. I typically do oil my scalp and massage it. I didn't do a hot oil treatment today because I did a deep condition. I feel like I may do a hot oil treatment next week since my hair will be out. But this is what it is. Let's get a look. Literally nothing there. Nothing. Nice and clean. You can scratch it. Nothing. So that's one thing I really do love about the clay mask, is that it really does take care of your roots, and it really does take care of your strands as well. Before I did dry it and I had it air dried, I actually had it in the towel for I actually had it in the towel for a minute. So it looks crazy right now, but once I style it in a high puff, you see it, it's gonna get cute. It's gonna be cute. So that's what I'm gonna do. And this towel is a microfiber towel from the Main Choice. It's my favorite towel, mainly because it dries my hair immediately, and yet my curls are fabulous. It makes your hair so soft. That's the main reason I love this towel. Like, my hair will be so soft. If you use a regular towel, your hair gonna be a little dry. It's gonna feel dry. So it's a good investment from the Main Choice. But thank you guys so much for tuning in my channel and into this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video. Don't forget to ring that bell for the next video and get updates on my new tips and tricks. See you curl friends later. Peace.